In other news today, a shakeup at the state capitol. The people have spoken, but they won't have a chance to be heard this election cycle. Today, the Secretary of State rejected the petition submitted by a group looking to add an abortion rights amendment to the Arkansas Constitution.
Gary Burton Jr. joins us live from the Capitol after speaking with Arkansans for Limited Government. And Gary, we can assume that they're not too happy about this, but where do they go from here?
Yeah, not happy at all. Arkansans for Limited Government says that they'll rely on their legal team to steer them in the right direction going forward. The organization says that last Friday, when they dropped off their signatures, they were told by the Secretary of State's office that they had submitted everything correctly. After submitting over 101,000 signatures to add an abortion rights amendment to the November ballot, Secretary of State John Thurston rejected the petitions.
This feels, honestly, like a political move to silence Arkansas voters on this issue.
Jenny Diaz is with the Arkansans for Limited Government, the group pushing for the amendment to enshrine abortion access in the state. She says they aren't going to stop pushing.
It is true that we have provided the state with everything that is required of us.
Secretary Thurston says the group failed to follow the law by not submitting a statement identifying paid canvassers by name and a signed statement noting that they had given paid canvassers documents outlining rules before they start gathering signatures. On social media, Governor Sarah Sanders saying, quote, "Today, the far-left pro-abortion crowd in Arkansas showed they are both immoral and incompetent."
We have submitted over more than a dozen times that information to the Secretary of State's office.
Diaz says when the AFLG dropped off their signatures, they were told by the Secretary of State's office that they had everything they needed.
When they tell us that we have everything we need when we turn in, we're going to trust that.
And Diaz says with past ballot initiatives submitted by the AFLG that the Secretary of State's office would inform them about any missing pieces of information, but this time around that wasn't the case. Now, in a statement released today by Attorney General Tim Griffin, he said, in part, quote, "Abortion advocates have no one to blame but themselves." Live in Little Rock, I'm Gary Burton Jr., KARK 4 News.